Hello, 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 and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Beverly Lucas, and I am the host of For the Love of Cooking Fridays. What do I do on Fridays? I try to show you how to make a meal from scratch at home that is always better than the restaurant. We are always aiming for better than the restaurant because we are finding out that when we learn tools and techniques that we can just create in our own kitchen, to our own tasting, to our own palate. It just is so much more satisfying for a meal. So, what are we going to make today, Beverly? You have to excuse me, my voice has been going in and out, but I decided that I wasn't going to let that stop me. I was still going to make my For the Love of Cooking Friday video. So just bear with me just a little bit. So today I thought we would go a little bit back to the basics. We are going to make a brown sugar crusted salmon. So this salmon is in my cookbook. It is on page 33. So I'm going to be following my own recipe. And can you imagine how excited I am to follow my own recipe for my YouTube channel? That is so exciting. So what are our ingredients? And there's only a few. So let me show you. We have a salmon. This is about an 8-ounce piece of salmon. We have some brown sugar, only about a tablespoon. I have some chives that I have chopped up. And we have some chili powder. And of course, we'll use some salt and some pepper. So that is for our beautiful salmon. And we're going to bake it in the oven at 450 degrees, but we'll get to that. To go along with that, I thought I'd do something a little bit new. Like, I really love Caesar salad. I love Caesar salad, and I love Caesar salad dressing. So I decided to look up all different recipes and to come up with one that I think that I would like, and I think that I've got it. So what do we have here? I have some romaine lettuce. This is baby romaine. Okay, so I've taken half of my loaf of bread and I have cubed it into bite-sized pieces. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this basting oil. Now I'm using basting oil. You can use olive oil. You can use even butter if you want. Whatever is going to crisp up your bread. And this already has herbs in it. We don't want it too much. Do it like that. And just going to toss them around. I have the oven on 350, preheating. Of course, you know it already smells good. And you know I always say that we eat with our 5 senses. And the first sense in cooking usually is the smell. We are attracted to the smell of food. Another thing that you could do right now, you could add some onion powder, some garlic powder. Why don't I do that? And remember, with powders, it only gives it flavor. It doesn't add to the saltiness of a dish. So you can be a little bit generous. I have never made these before, so this is my first time. And what I read is you want to make sure that you have everything in a single layer. You don't want them overcrowding each other because you want them to be able to brown and not to steam. So there we go for that. So we're going to put that aside. Now we're going to prepare our slice of salmon. Again, this is about 8 ounces of salmon, and this is very, very simple. I'm going to use a little salt, a little pepper, and here is the secret ingredients. It is chili powder. And you can sprinkle it liberally, but I really love the taste of chili powder. And then, no, this is the secret ingredient. So there's 2 secret ingredients. You have your chili powder, so you have that hotness, and then you have the brown sugar. And so for the brown sugar, and this is the light brown sugar that I'm using, I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to cover it like this. Can you see that? Let me bring you a little bit closer. Me and these cameras, whenever I think I got it right, I don't. So this is a little over a tablespoon. But I don't know why, but I love, for salmon, I love the soup. I love how the brown sugar brings out the taste of the salmon. But then also we're going to squeeze a little lemon juice over this when it's done to give it some freshness. We're looking at different textures, different flavors, because we always want to make sure that we are incorporating layers and layers of flavor, which is why we put everything on one step at a time, and then we don't put everything in all at once so that it doesn't have one taste, but we want it to have some dimension in its taste. Okay, so our oven is ready for our croutons, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put those in there. And let's get all the ingredients together for our Caesar salad dressing. So our croutons are done. And if you know me, I don't usually make bread because I always burn it. I didn't burn this, but just let's say that they are well done. I have eaten a couple. They taste really good. Didn't take any more than, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes to do that. So now let's get our ingredients together for our Caesar salad. In the meantime, I do have the salmon in the oven. And I believe it's time for it to come out right now. It's been in there for about 12 minutes. I'm going to turn that off. See how easy all this is? It really is not very difficult. We're going to add a little sea salt. And we're going to mix this up. I didn't really get the texture that I wanted. It didn't come out as creamy as I wanted it to. But the taste is delicious, so I'm going to just transfer it into another container. Put the top on there. Shake it up. And we have our Caesar dressing. So everything is ready. So what are we going to do now? We're just going to go ahead and I'm going to plate up. Okay, so I finished with my plating. How beautiful is that? Look at that. Look at that salmon cooked to perfection. That Caesar salad with the homemade croutons, homemade Caesar salad dressing. And now we have to taste it. But you know, I already know. I already know. That is so good. I love salmon because of its delicate flavor. So we have it mixed with some chili powder and some brown sugar and some lemon juice. And I did sprinkle it with a little garlic and onion powder. It's absolutely delicious. Then I have my Caesar salad, which I could cut up, or I could just pick it up leaf by leaf. You can taste every ingredient. You taste the garlic, the olive oil, the anchovies, the mayonnaise, the black pepper. That is really good. And you can see that I added some tomatoes to give it a little pop of color, because cooking is about presentation also. It's about how it looks to the eyes. This is a beautiful plate. It didn't take long to cook. And it's not going to take long to eat either. And these croutons, can you hear that crunch? I don't even like croutons. I always say no croutons, but I decided I was going to make them today for myself. And they're delicious. Okay, let me stop eating. And let me finish this video so that I can eat. You have been with me here in the kitchen for the Love of Cooking Fridays. My name is Beverly Lucas, and I'm glad that you decided to stay until the end to see the final product. If you decide to make this, go ahead and send me a picture. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm definitely going to be trying this Caesar salad dressing again because I'm about to perfect this. If I don't perfect anything, I'm about to perfect that. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. But if you have not, most of all, why don't you go on and subscribe to my YouTube channel? You say, Beverly, why should I subscribe? Well, why not? We're all on social media. We're all looking at things. We're all looking for ideas to do new things, new ways, new fresh ways that bring us joy and that bring us happiness. I'm in the kitchen because the kitchen is the place where I love to be. And I love to share that happiness with you. So thank you for allowing me to do that. I will see you next Friday for another episode of For the Love of Cooking Fridays. This is Beverly Lucas, and I am signing off.